I have something on my eye and it really hurts, but I promise I didn't get punched. Assalamu alaikum. So a lot of the questions that I've had coming in have a lot to do with anxiety. It seems like a real thing for the Muslim community. The amount of sisters that are having panic attacks and nervous breakdowns and getting physically sick because of stressful thoughts. Because what is an anxiety attack? It's when a person is affected by a stressful situation so much to the point that their mental ability to think straight is gone, and that they are affected physically, like biologically it's having effect on their body as well. And this can be triggered off publicly when you're in a large crowd, or it could even be triggered off when you're alone with your thoughts at home. But I'm not going to discuss the factors that lead up to this state, because there are layers and layers of life situations and experiences that make you feel like this. And maybe we can leave that for another video, for like the depression series or something like that. But what I will discuss are the steps that you can take to cure it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Quran, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. And to Allah belong the most beautiful names, so call on Him by them. So whenever you are in need of something, whatever it may be, there is always a name of Allah that befits your situation. And in the case of dealing with anxiety, worries, nerves and negative thoughts, Allah has gifted you His beautiful name, As-Salam. Now, As-Salam has many different variations of its definition, but I have picked two for you. The first one is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the perfection. He is free from all blemishes, free from all faults, and especially free from injustice. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not do wrong to His creation. And the second one is As-Salam in the meaning of the giver of peace and security. So the first thing that you need to get into your mind is that this situation, no matter how depressing or daunting as it may feel, there is always some kind of khair in it, there's some kind of good in it. And because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is free from injustice, He will reward you for every hardship that you experience in the dunya. And the second thing that you need to remember in light of As-Salam being the giver of peace and security is that you need to stop worrying about how people will harm you, either physically or through their words, or worrying about your rizq or how you will get through life. You don't need to worry about those things, because there is nothing that can happen to you. There is not one person on this entire planet that can harm you unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes a trial for you. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes a trial for you, then He will reward you for your patience in the akhirah. So what is there to worry about? So now that you've sorted out and cured the worrying and negative thoughts in your mind, it's time to focus on the heart. So let's start off by reciting the dua, Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam, tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal ikram. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam, tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal ikram. Ya salam, ya salam. Call upon Him in any way that suits you best, using that name, and do it throughout the day, regularly and sincerely, and soak up the serenity and the happiness that comes from remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Him remembering you. Reconnect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's beautiful names, and if it's not anxiety that you're dealing with, whatever you seek, you will find it in the 99. And the scholars have taught us that there really is a cure for everything. You just need to seek out Allah's assistance. And my own piece of advice that I've learned from my experience is to reconnect with nature. You see, we live in such a fast-paced and selfish world, and problems with things like anxiety is that it can make the world become unbearable and scary, and that's when you need to get back in touch with your fitrah. Be around animals and trees and sunshine and running water. It is a cure for anxiety. I'll tell you a little secret. No matter how busy I am, every few weeks I always take time out to go and climb a tree right to the top and sit there for a good few hours and just reflect and think and appreciate life. And if you don't know how to climb trees, don't be doing none of that. I don't want to be held accountable for any broken legs or anything. Go and find your own way of reconnecting with nature. But that's it for today. Make dua for me and the Dust to Diamonds team, and be my witnesses on the day that I brought the message to you. So if you want to stay updated with all the projects that Dust to Diamonds has got going on, find us on all the social medias and Snapchat and everything. And make sure you subscribe for more videos. I'll see y'all later.